connect.
Oh.
Oh shoot.
Okay. Hey everybody, it's your girl Ra, and I'm here today at my headshot session with phenomenal headshot photographer Christian Webb. And as I had mentioned on my last Style by God, Style for a Purpose interview, I said that I was hoping to interview him. Well, I had to catch Christian while I can, because this brother is all over the place. So I had to catch him at the last minute while I was here doing my headshot. I couldn't get formal and put out a promo or anything. I just had to catch him while I was here at my session. So I'm here with him now, and I'm just gonna let him share with you just some good tips. He has good advice. What I like about Christian is that he takes the time to inform and educate his clients on what to look for and what to expect from a good headshot and the right headshot photographer. So I'm just going to let him share his heart and his tips on what to look for and what makes the right headshot.
Thank you for all those kind words. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. I'm all, yeah, thank you so much. One of my favorite clients, really cool. So what do you mean, just in terms of what to look for when getting a photographer and what to, okay, so if you're an actor, I'm going to address actors specifically for a headshot. And this, I've spoke about this a lot on my own channel and on my own page. It's your headshot is one of the most important tools in your box. It's just that thing that you have to not look at as an obligatory thing just to get out of the way. It's not something, oh, I just got to do it. You have to invest in it in terms of like, this is a serious decision that I have to make. So that mentality to start with is where it really starts. Knowing how important your headshot is will guide all the other decisions. I think that's the main thing, because so many people look at the headshot as just something to get out of the way. Oh, I need a headshot.
Right.
And that casualness right there will define how they go through the process. Mm-hmm. So when they think like that, they figure, oh, I need to find something cheap. I just need to get it done. And they think anything is going to work. Or they're satisfied with just anything. Mm-hmm. And I think that in the beginning, if you look at it as a decision that's very, very going to have an impact on your career, it's going to get you work, mm-hmm. and you understand the significance of a headshot, you really kind of buckle down and you say, all right, I need to take my time. I have to find the right photographer. I have to make sure that I save my money to invest in the right photographer. And when I say the right photographer, I mean the right photographer for you. Because mm-hmm. we're not all, there's gonna be great headshot photographers that don't match your style. Mm-hmm. Or they shoot a certain way.
Okay.
But what you really want to look at is first starting with the top tier photographers. You always want to start at the top. And you want to look at that group of reputable photographers that have a name, have a reputation, who are really doing a lot of work. Agencies recognize them, the clients are getting work. You start there. Mm-hmm. If you find photographers who are, $800, $1,000, maybe that's a little out of your range, but you still want to stay within that range of reputable photographers. You don't want to go from up there to way down here to somebody shooting you for like $50 in their basement, or $99, for a special or something like that. And it is possible that you can get someone to shoot you for $99 and have a decent headshot, but 9 out of 10 times, you kind of get what you pay for. Right. And you have to look at that. And it goes beyond just the photos. Mm-hmm. There's more to it, you know what I mean?
Right,
so
exactly.
That's my main advice, is that when you're looking for a photographer, start at the top. Don't think of it as a waste of money. You're going to save money in the long run, and you're actually going to do your career better if you invest one time the right way from the start. And that's my main thing.
That's what the point I was about to make, that it's worth the investment for the long run to have that perfect headshot.
Right.
That goes a long way. So is there a frequency or how often you need to get fresh headshots done?
Unless there's a dramatic change in your look, mm-hmm. something happens, you really just completely restyle your hair and do something, and you're always wearing it like that. Because your headshot essentially should look the way you look all the time. It should be like the way you walk into a room for casting, that's what your headshot should look like, the normal you, right? So unless you do something really dramatic or you change up your look, you're good with a headshot for probably 2 years, I would say, a year or two. Right? Mm-hmm. You don't have a reason. You shouldn't continually be getting headshots. You shouldn't keep going every 6 months for a new headshot because you think you're not booking or something along those lines. Mm-hmm. But then again, that's providing you got the right headshot to start with. But a lot of people will try to continually chase and get new headshots, new headshots, new headshots.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get different looks, 100 different looks, and that's not always the way you want to go. You just need to make sure your headshot reflects who you are. It has to look like you, and that's really it. You know.
Do you have a pet peeve when it comes to headshots? Is there that one thing that just really?
Good question. You mean like as far as looking at a headshot and seeing a bad headshot, like what would bother me the most?
Yeah.
I think flat. You know, I think bad photography bothers me the most. Because I feel like there are elements to a headshot like composition and lighting and contrast and how a particular photographer knows how to style a headshot to get the most impact from a client. And those things are subjective. They're kind of things that are different people do a different way. But what I can't tolerate is headshots where they're out of focus, they're not clear, they're lit poorly, the retouching is too smooth and looks ridiculous, it doesn't look like the person. Stuff like that bothers me more because that's more of a photography thing. You know, if you have a shot of a person and maybe I'm not a fan of that particular style headshot, but it's clean and clear, it's in focus and it captures the person and it's a clean retouch. Maybe it's not the best headshot, but at least from a fundamental standpoint, it's photographically correct. So I'm bothered when I see bad work.
Okay, yeah.
I guess, technically.
So do you have any...
Oh, I'm sorry, and I hate seeing people look angry in their headshots, or kids, especially when kids look miserable. That's probably my biggest peeve. That's one of the biggest ones. When I see children headshots and it's a girl looking miserable. It's a 10-year-old girl. Just looking sad or miserable. I don't know if they think that's their theatrical shot for a 10-year-old or an 8-year-old and they just look miserable or sad or pouty. Never a good look.
So what made you choose this?
Headshots?
Yeah, choose doing headshots.
I studied film and theater, years ago, and then I kind of dropped all that, and I wasn't shooting any stills or anything. And then 2007 or 8, I picked up a camera and I started shooting, but I was all over the place. I was kind of shooting fashion and whatever came my way, and experimenting and kind of just learning still photography. And then around 2014, somewhere in that range, I kind of narrowed it down and said, I'm going to shoot headshots. 2015 became the year I was like, I focused specifically on shooting actors because I wanted to shoot actors because I like the exchange of, it's about you. It's not about the clothes. Like fashion is a collaborative process of telling a story, and it's about the clothing and the look and the model, and it's about the dress and the makeup. And shooting an actor, it's about you and me. It's about capturing you and what you're going to do with that headshot. It's also something fulfilling for me because I know, wow, my clients are getting called in or they're getting work, and I can see that tangible reward from that.
Yeah, so that's what I like about working with you, because it's like you really go after capturing the essence of the person, of the actor, and I love that because it's like when I really get relaxed when I'm with you. It really pulls stuff out of me that I normally don't.
You heard it here first. It happens.
Yeah, but I mean, really, that's a good. I mean, that shows that you really care. Yeah. You really care about your clients, so that's what I really appreciate about it. So, you have any success stories of current or past clients?
I have a lot of clients that are doing stuff. I mean, it's interesting because sometimes a lot of times they'll tell me, they'll send me an email, or they'll on Facebook, they'll post something and say they're booking something. And I actually just posted about that maybe a week ago, where a client of mine, she sent me something saying, oh my God, I'm booking all this stuff because of your shot. And she posted it up, and I was like, you see, that is my payment. Yeah. Like to me, that's the biggest reward out of the whole thing, because it means it's validating that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm actually giving them what they need. Because if the shots weren't working or they weren't booking, it would be a reflection on me to a degree. I tell them, I can't act for you, and I don't know your training or how good you are in auditioning, and there's only so many things you can control in that business. We can't control whether casting's in a good or bad mood when they see you when you walk in. We can't control a lot of stuff. What we can control is a couple of things. How prepared you are as an actor, your training and your preparation and dedication to the craft. And then you can control your headshot, right? By taking the time to get a good headshot. Everything else is out of our control. So taking the time to get a great headshot and then seeing it get you work, for me, that's the biggest thing. So I have a lot of clients I had 2 clients, one in New York and one in Atlanta, that were completely, didn't know each other. And I get a call from the Atlanta one telling me, oh yeah, I'm gonna be on Luke Cage on Netflix. I said, oh cool, yeah, I'll watch it. He's like, yeah, watch it, man, episode such and such, whatever, these headshots are working for me, blah, 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 whatever. I said, I'll watch it. Then the girl from New York posted on her timeline, she's gonna be on Luke Cage, right? Turns out they're both on the same episode, and not only were they on the same episode, they were both in the scene together. She was a cop arresting him.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so the coincidence of that, they could have just been in the same scene as extras, but she was the police officer arresting him in Luke Cage.
Wow.
It was kind of cool,
Yeah, so I guess that's really rewarding to see that.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, I shot that person, I shot that person. So it's cool.
Yeah. So you really serve a purpose to, as far as helping actors get that gig and really fulfill their dream of, I guess, every actor has that dream of, making it on a big screen or whatever. So you really are beneficial when it comes to that.
I appreciate that.
But I won't keep you long. I just wanted to get you on real quick because I know you're a busy man. I know you got another session coming up. So is there any final things you want to share, and where can people find you?
ChristianWebbPhoto.com or theactorsheadshot.com. On Instagram, it's ChristianWebbPhoto. And that's it, really. You find me. You see my Facebook and my social media. Ask around. Find me. Ask about me.
Yes.
You'll find me.
Oh, you'll find them. You'll find them, and you'll hear about them. If you ask around, it won't be long for you. You'll know somebody that knows them.
I'm based in New York, but I shoot in Atlanta. I have a lot of clients in Atlanta, so just look out for the announcements when I come to Atlanta. And I appreciate you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you too.
Thank you for having me. I feel honored to hear being interviewed. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So anyway, guys, be on the lookout. So once my headshots are done, I'll be sharing so you all can see the quality work of Christian Webb. So thank you for taking the time to tune in for this brief interview, but it was worth it. So thanks for viewing, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.